Hello, everybody. How y'all doing on Taco Tuesday? It is Taco Tuesday. Yes, I know it's late. Like I told you guys, I have a lot of projects I'm working on, and I'm working on my fall issue of Queen magazine. So I probably would not have like a set time for this season because I have so much that I'm doing, I'm working on, and it's just me working on it by myself. Then I have other projects I'm doing with somebody because they need help with their project as well. And I'm trying to finish my fall issue of Queen magazine. So if you guys don't know, I have a magazine, Queen magazine. Hit the link in my bio, go to my website, and you can purchase a copy. It doesn't matter what season of year it was. It is still available to be ordered. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. More about Donald Trump and his illness. To me, his mind is ill, in my opinion. But we have a lot to talk about. Donnie's still pulling stunts, you know. He's a stunt queen. Some may say maybe a drag queen because he wears makeup, he wears hair pieces, allegedly, and it has been said that he wears a girdle. So Donna is a stunt queen. We're talking about Donald Trump, life under Trump. Hit that like button as you are coming in. Hit the like button right now for me. You may not want to donate any money or get any super chats, anything, but it's free to hit that like button. So hit that like button and support me. I love you guys. Come on, show me love. Hit the like button. If you want to donate to my channel, you can send super chats and super stickers. That is a form and a way you can donate to my channel if you want to donate to Queen Lillie, me. Also, in the description is my Venmo and my PayPal link. So if you want to support me through Venmo, if you have Venmo, that would be a blessing as well. And if you want to support me, you got PayPal, just hit that PayPal link in the description and support your girl. I'm working hard for you. I work hard for the money. So hard for the money. But we're talking about Donald Trump. Maxwell says a member of Trump's cabinet associated with Epstein. Hold on. Let me go to the most recent things. Trump has the same bruising on his hands as Queen Elizabeth had 2 days before she passed away. There was those same bruising on her hand that Donald Trump has. So Donnie may be apparently soon going to clunk out. He's going to meet his master, Satan. More on Jeffrey Epstein. You hear something from some of the survivors. Yes, more on Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein is our main topic. We will not stop talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Hello, Queen Victorious One. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're going to hear something from Jasmine Crockett. I love Queen Jasmine Crockett. She states the facts. She drops the facts about Donnie and how he look at black people. He look at us as slaves. And you're going to see that our National Guard are being treated like slaves. Donnie has them out there picking up trash. That is not the job of the National Guard. My daughter is a military vet. That's not their job, to be picking up trash in D.C. It's an embarrassment to do that to our military. It was an embarrassment to have our military roll out the carpet for Vladimir Putin. Now he has the National Guard picking up trash in D.C. I can't make this up. I got proof to show y'all. Maybe MAGA finally wake up, but they in the Jim Jones moment. They're not going to wake up. And I have something comparing Donald Trump and Jim Jones. Yes, comparison of Donnie Boy and Jim Jones. Let me make sure I got that saved. In God's name, I pray. I hope I still do. Please, God, tell me I still have that saved. Yes, I got it. 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 We got it. We're a team up in here. We go together real bad. Y'all know it. Y'all know I love y'all. I don't care what you say about me in that chat. I love you. I love God. You don't love God? What's up with you? I love that song. But anyway, we're going to get started, y'all. I'm being silly. So we're going to start off with some Jeffrey Epstein. Again, hit that like button as you coming in. Hit that like button, all you beautiful kings and queens. Hit the like button. That's a free way to support me because I'm working hard for you, baby. We go together real bad. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. You just got to accept it. You have a black woman loving you. You don't even want her to love you. I love you anyway. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to listen to one of Jeffrey Epstein's survivors, okay? And this is Jane Doe number 15.
I only knew Jeffrey Epstein for 5 days during a trip to Zorro Ranch. His massive compound surrounded by government land in the New Mexico desert. Epstein took my sexual innocence in front of a wall of framed photographs of him shaking
Congratulations, King Alan.
Celebrities and political leaders.
Hey.
I was only 15 years old. After, he wanted to talk with me about what had just been my first sexual experience and directed me to take time to myself that night to cry. He said that would be beneficial to my growth. After this, we had a long talk about my future goals. I told him that I wanted to go to college to study biochemistry. He said that he wanted to give me money for college. He asked me how much money I thought he should give me.
Hey, Kayla
At 15
Swan.
years old, living in northern Michigan with my mother, stepfather, and grandfather, I had no idea how to respond to a billionaire who had just raped me. I only knew Jeffrey Epstein for 5 days.
That is victim number 15 of Jeffrey Epstein. Hear me, victim number 15. There were several victims. And there's people that have not come out because a lot of people, they don't want to feel exposed and they're so afraid what people would think of them. They're not going to speak out. But people are starting to talk, and the victims will have their time in front of Congress. So I'm ready for that moment because I understand being SA because I was SA my entire childhood. So I understand these people. It's not a pleasant thing. And if the man in the Oval Office was involved, he should be punished. I don't care if he's sitting in the chair in the Oval Office, hiding his hands in those cankles. He shall be punished. Because if you don't punish him on earth, soon as he crunk over in a couple of days, God will handle him. He's handling him now. Look at him. He's sitting there hiding under the desk. Don't want to show those cankles or their hand. Donnie can't handle the truth. You're rotting from the inside. It's coming on out, baby. All that evil from your ancestors, your father, your mother, that was embedded into your bloodstream, is coming out. It's showing you're rotten, Donnie. You're rotten to the core. Just rotten. So more on some Epstein, okay?
Epstein was Jewish and a Zionist and had big connections to Israeli
Hit the like
politicians,
button.
including Ehud Barak. Who exactly is Ghislaine Maxwell, the procurer of young girls for Epstein's ring? Well, I can tell you who her father was, Bob Maxwell, who worked for Mossad for years. And he was funded by Mossad to buy the Daily Mirror. And then when he became a liability, just like Epstein was a liability, in a accident, and the yacht was called the Lady Ghislaine.
But when they gonna get Donnie's shoe?
That Epstein kept her
When he gonna have an
as his
accident?
underage sex slave and loaned her out to his famous friends, including Prince Andrew. The Black Book of Jeffrey Epstein's contacts are people like Tony Blair, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
Not President Barack Obama, not President Joe Biden.
You know, the guy who was behind the bone saw cutting up of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Nice man. There are, of course, massive questions about where Epstein's money came from. He's supposed to be running a hedge fund. We do know that he was connected in this fund to a guy called Leslie Wexner. It also involves this web, something called the Mega Group, and this Mega Group connects us into Donald Trump. The Mega Group was formed in 1991 by Charles Bronfman and Wexner. What
Super
this
freaks.
ring does is to use pedophilia to compromise people who can make decisions that this cabal wants them to make to advance its agenda.
Epstein had an agenda and Donald Trump has an agenda. Him and his regime gotta go. You can't stay, you gotta go. You dirty little. Him and Melania gotta go. That son, Barron, gotta go. Kick him out the White House. Well, Melania's not there and the son is not there. Danny's miserable. So He acts out when he's so miserable. He's evil. And it's coming through his pores. You see it on his hands and his ankles and his cankles. Misery loves company. Cheers to you guys. I love you. So we're going to listen to Jasmine Crockett, and she states something very, 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 very valuable about Donald Trump and his antics. The MAGA Republican Party are some sick individuals. Their goal is to send black people back to the field, and our goal is to put our foot all the way up in you if you try me. Why would you try me?
There are certain people specifically on that side that anytime we want to discuss what is taking place as relates to black people and how they took our labor, how they took our lives, how they ruined families, they never want the truth to come out because it hurts their feelings. It's kind of like when we decide to call a racist,
but Donnie still has racist
snaps that are going
actions.
Texas.
Who cares if it hurts his feelings?
When you just call them for what they are. But the reality is that we need to start speaking more truth if we are really going to get to the real power. And if we don't recognize the full history, then we are doomed to repeat it. And frankly, this is a guy that is trying to do everything that he can to repeat it. That is why there are so many people saying that if you wonder what you would have been doing during the civil rights movement, then the question is, what are you doing right now? Because we are literally living through a modern day civil rights fight, the fight in which there was a Texan who signed the Voting Rights Act into law because of these literacy tests and because of Jim Crow. And now, just the other day, what did he say? He wanted to get rid of mail-in ballot voting. This is a guy that wants to take us back. We knew that we had an opportunity not to go back. In fact, that was the theme of a campaign when she said, we won't go back. She knew what he wanted to do. And I am here to tell you that regardless of what he does, we are going to make sure that we are investing in sharing our history, our true history, our real stories, because there have been so many times in this country where they wanted to delete us, where they wanted to kill us. But black people are survivors. We are the ones that made sure that we got through the Underground Railroad. We are the ones that made sure that somehow we went from slavery to the White House. We are the ones that if it meant that we were going to sing songs that nobody else understood, we will tell our stories regardless of what he does.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, thank you so much.
Hey, we done went from we should overcome to hit them up. Hey, ain't no more we should overcome. It's hit them up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you something that's so embarrassing that Donald Trump is doing to our soldiers. This is not their job. Look what he has our National Guard doing. Trump is a sick in the head individual. He doesn't respect anyone. He look at them as beneath him. He look at them and the American people as peasants. They are pissed. I would be pissed. This is embarrassing. He already embarrassed them, made them roll out a carpet for Vladimir Putin. Now he has them picking up trash. Donald Trump has to go. Take him, Lord. I don't care how he go. He got to go. He can die in the office right now. I wouldn't shed a tear. I would celebrate his absence. Rejoice in the name of Jesus. Holy Ghost shout when Donald Trump is gone. I'm going to tell you, it's so many people are excited for this man to go away. His own race is ready for him to go away. Just as bad as black and brown Americans want Donnie to cook over, there's white people ready for Donnie to go. He's running lives. He's running families. This is an embarrassment to our military. He don't care about the military. He doesn't care about the American people. So this is what Kamala Harris has to say, and she warned us. But the racist white people, they didn't want the black woman. They didn't want the highly educated, high IQ woman. They wanted the mediocre white man that poops and pees in his pants. That's what you voted for with the cankles. Instead of a beautiful, brilliant black woman with a high IQ. Danny has a low IQ, baby. Don't try me. He's very low IQ and bad genes. So Kamala Harris said this. Trump is out for unchecked power. He wants a military like Adolf Hitler had. Who would be loyal to him? Not our Constitution. He is unhinged, unstable, and given a second term, there would be no one to stop him from pursuing his worst impulse. Putting the National Guard Army out to pick up trash is one of his impulses. See, he thinks slavery like his ancestors, his father, who didn't even like black people, nor wanted to rent to black people. He sent them out there to pick up paper like they're slaves. Proof: Trump is a menace to society. He likes a mob. He's like a mob boss, but fake. His regime is crime mob. This is typical mediocre white male behavior. God, take him, please. Take him and throw him to hell, not purgatory.
Wiped the floor with the guys that weren't loyal, which I will now do, which is great. You know, I love getting even with people, but I will wipe.
You love getting even.
Oh, absolutely. You don't believe?
That's
believe
a
in the
child
idea?
mind. He has a child mind.
But anyway,
But tell me, I mean, you're going to get
A
even.
silly
with some
punk, Donald Trump.
if given the opportunity, I will get even with some people that were disloyal to me. I mean, I had a group.
Nobody
of people
owes
that
this
were
monster
disloyal.
I need to
loyalty.
find disloyal.
He's not
They
loyal.
didn't come to my aid. I would have wiped the floor with the guys that weren't loyal, which I will now do, which is great. You know, I love getting even with people, but I will wipe.
You love.
Is this the mind of somebody that's supposed to be presidential? No. No. He's a mind of a 2-year-old, a toddler playing with his toys, thinking that the American people are just his toys, peasants. Like I always say, you must remove the rotten fruit to save America. The decay is spreading all over our nation. And any day, Lord Jesus, take them. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, y'all. Look at this orange. Donald Trump is known as the orange man. Look at the rotten orange. Because you see the most rotten orange, how it's causing another orange to rotten. Look at Donald Trump's body decaying. Remove the rotten orange because all of them gonna rot if you don't get rid of him. He has to go. He is the ugliest president ever. He is the ugliest man in America. He's rotten from the core. That evil is coming through his pores and causing all kind of cirrhosis on his skin. He's rotten. He's decaying. He gotta go. In my opinion, he's rotten to the core. His soul is, he has no soul. He's a soulless person walking this earth. He is not of God. God wouldn't even create somebody like that. That's from Satan. That's the Antichrist. So Trump regime are pulling a drag queen stunt. They pull drag queen stunts all the time because they don't like drag queens, so I'm going to use that on them. Trump regime are pulling drag queen stunts. They're always talking about drag queens, but isn't JD one? JD Vance used to wear a blonde wig with a skirt on, or was it, I don't remember, it was plaid or whatever, and a woman's shirt on and carrying a purse. I don't care he's married to that Indian woman. No, I don't care. It's plenty of men that are bi, not even bi, they're actually gay and pretending to like women, like JD Vance. I don't care if he got children. That does not change anything. I live in Atlanta. They do it all the time. But they pulling stunts. You'll see what I'm talking about. One moment. Let me take a sip of water. Just a moment, please. How y'all doing this evening? Happy Taco Tuesday, beautiful people. Yeah, happy Taco Tuesday. Good to see you.
Somewhere sweating orange. Which, do you ever stop and wonder how often he gets painted that way? Who spray tans him? Stephen Miller? Is this the secret to their relationship? Just asking. Welcome to our
Donald Trump is a stunt queen.
David Reddish. If you watch our channel and subscribe if you haven't, you know that of all the scandals
subscribe to
of the Trump
Occupy Democrats,
administration,
please.
which are legion, of all
Fair
the
use,
scandals, there is
educational
one he
purpose,
cannot shake.
and
His
great for
relationship with
research.
convicted
Everything I
sex
show is
trafficker
great
Jeffrey
research.
Epstein. Last week saw the release of interview transcripts conducted by Trump's former personal attorney Todd Blanche with Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime consort. The House Oversight Committee also issued
Thank
demands
you, Queen
to the
Victorious
Department of Justice
one.
to turn over all the Epstein files
I do
to
it myself,
Congress.
Queen.
They objected when the DOJ said the files would be released in waves and after they had a look at the materials. Here's what Congressman Robert Garcia, one of the Congress's most outspoken members when it comes to Epstein transparency, had to say about the state of the investigation.
Not much new here. That's the conclusion by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee after their initial review of more than 33,000 pages of Epstein documents released by the DOJ. And it found only 3% contain any new information. A DOJ spokesperson said it provided more than was ever
Hit the like button,
requested.
please.
Joining us now,
Thank
ranking
you.
member of the House Oversight Committee, California Democrat Robert Garcia. It's good to have you back on the show, Congressman. What do you believe is new here, and has it opened any new lanes of the investigation?
Well, first, I mean, that statement made by that spokesperson is just a complete fabrication. We received 33,000 pages of documents from the Epstein files. Of those 33,000 pages, 97% of them were essentially records that were already in the public domain. These are court documents, reports, records that have been accessible to the public now for, in some cases, for many, many months. And so not a lot of new information. There were some flight logs that were additional and new. About 1,000 pages of the 33,000 pages were actually new documents, of which, of course, we're reviewing. But we spent
Thank you, Queen Cassie Quinn. Thank you, Cassie Quinn. Thank you so much.
It's clear that this cover-up by the White House and the DOJ continues.
Just you wait. They're not done yet. Stay with me. Needless to say, Americans all over the political spectrum continue to express outrage and frustration as Trump and his goonies go out of their way to protect Maxwell, who was transferred to a cushy minimum security after her interview, and Trump himself, especially as journalists continue to uncover darker links between Trump and Epstein. That includes a story in the Wall Street Journal earlier this year about Trump gifting Epstein a book on his 50th birthday that included a sketch of a nude woman drawn by Trump. Trump, of course, denied the story, with Trump even vowing to sue the journal and its owner, Rupert Murdoch. That hasn't happened yet, but as it turns out, Congress is already issuing subpoenas of its own. Take a look.
Has issued a subpoena to the estate of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The subpoena seeks documents and other material related to the House Oversight Committee's investigation into Mr. Epstein. The estate has until September 8th to turn over the documents that the investigators want. So let's bring in CBS News Justice reporter.
So they got to September the 28th to turn over the true Epstein files. What they have given to the Democratic Party is something that I've shown you guys already on my channel. So they tried to pull a stunt. Bundy tried to pull stunts. Her and Cash Patel and Donnie Boy with the diaper tried to pull a stunt on the Democrats and give them things that is already Googleable. You can Google it. I have it. I've shown y'all. What kind of games y'all trying to play, Donnie? You want loyalty, but you can't show respect. But you wasn't taught respect when you was a child. It's very noticeable. You don't know what respect is. You didn't respect any of your wives. And you apparently didn't respect your children. You've been married 3 times. That's some psycho stuff you do to your kids that mess with their mind. My daddy hops around with different women. And maybe children. Is that true, Donnie? I'm just asking. Inquiring minds want to know. So, the NAACP takes on Texas Republicans over gerrymandering maps.
I have some big news right now. The NAACP is going after Texas Republicans following the passage of the gerrymandered congressional maps. Minutes ago, the NAACP has filed a lawsuit arguing that the Texas Republican gerrymandered maps violate the law. Why do they violate the law? Because these districts disenfranchise black voters across the state of Texas. And this was always the plan, right? Texas Democrats fought in the legislature. They tried to push it off as much as possible, and now it's going to the courts. And ultimately, this is going to go up all the way to the United States Supreme Court, which will have to decide whether or not these new gerrymandered maps passed by Texas Republicans are lawful under the Voting Rights Act. Now, this court is a 6-3 majority. Obviously, it is inclined to rule in favor of Republicans and may very well uphold these maps. But the NAACP is suing, is fighting back, so we'll see what happens next. Spread the word, as always. Subscribe to my Substack at the link in my bio to support my work, and follow along for all the news you need to know about. I'll have much more to come soon. We have some big news right now.
Subscribe to Aaron Parnas. He's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. He's great. He's interviewed some of the biggest people from President Joe Biden, etc. Jasmine Crockett, etc. Aaron Parnas is that content creator you get to know, you want to know. Trust me, you do. So we're going to do a little housekeeping. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I know you kind of see my beautiful teeth and my beautiful smile and my gorgeous, healthy black woman hair. Okay, hit that like button for me. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button. Stop playing with me. Hit that like button as you're coming in. Also, if you want to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. My Venmo, if you have Venmo, my Venmo is in the description. You can send me something through Venmo as well. My PayPal link is in the description. So if you want to bless me and you have PayPal, you can support me that way too. Hit that like button right now, babies. I love you. Something is really wrong with bottom feeder Donald Trump. He has a bruise on his cheeks. I'm going to show y'all. This is new. He's rotten from the inside out because of all the satanic evil in him. In my opinion, he's the Antichrist. Look at Donnie's face. He has a bruise right there. He's decaying. And you know y'all skin don't age well. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. And I love you, but it's the truth. He's decaying. He's become more and more monstrous every day. That mouth is monstrous. That mind is monstrous. His heart is monstrous. His soul is monstrous. His bloodstream is monstrous, racist being. So I'm going to tell you what Liz Witt says. She says, hate watching AM Joe, and there appears to be a bruise on Trump's cheek now. The rest of the video, he clearly is trying to keep that side of his face off camera. The media is failing us. Yeah, because he likes to come down on them, so they have bowed down and kissed his funky ring. Because getting close to him, you got to kiss his ring. You know he's funky. So that is a bruise on Trump's face. The face is already ugly. God, why let the ugly monster get a bruise too? Well, just let him go and crunk over because we're tired. So we're going to listen to Queen Nicole Collier. She has something to say about how they held her hostage. The MAGA Republicans want to take us back to slavery, but we're not going, baby. We're going to whoop your ass before we let you do this to us. It ain't happening. We're going to let her speak in just a moment, okay? Take them, Lord. Take them.
By police sounds real fancy, but it was custody. It was They were charged with making sure that we do what they say. In fact, one of my colleagues, Cheryl Cole, she was on her morning walk, and apparently the DPS officer,
she was threatened by him. He's white too.
And once he found her, he threatened to take her in to the police station for an arrest, to detain her. Because he couldn't keep up with her.
That's a mediocre white man's mind.
They have the right to do that because you willingly agreed to it. So I just want to make sure that we don't try to reduce what this does, because it wasn't surveillance, it wasn't monitoring, and it wasn't escorting.
It's abuse.
It was actually custody, police custody. And escort by police sounds real fancy, but it was custody. It was they were charged with.
What does Abbott and Donald Trump do? He tells the black people of Congress, we're going to have you monitored by police officers. Listen here, Donnie. You need to have somebody monitor you and give you a bath. A thorough bath. First, put you in the shower with almost scalding water. Not quite scalding, because that heat kind of brings up funk off your body. Scrub you down with a brush. A Brillo brush. That helps get some of the funk off. Then make you a bath water with bleach, Clorox bleach, because you need the industrial kind. in some antibacterial Dial soap. If you don't have the antibacterial Dial soap, get the Ajax dish detergent because it's made to wash your hands. It's antibacterial. And put Donnie in that water so he can soak. And somebody scrub all those rolls. You lift those rolls up. His breast, you lift them up and you clean under there. Those rolls in his stomach, you lift it up and you clean out and take them fat legs that rub together and you spread them and clean them good. And that crack back there, you got to clean that about 10 times because they say he smells so bad. And stop letting him wear that old funky makeup because one of the people that used to be a part of his cabinet said his makeup even stinks. Donnie need a good thorough shower and Brillo pad and set in some bleach water and antibacterial soap and scrub him down good. At least do that when you're going to put them in a casket. You know how for black people, when we bury our people, we make sure they freshen up, look good, hair done, pay somebody to do their hair, nails if it need to be. White people, y'all do the opposite. Okay, rat mouth teeth continues to lie. No one has told him those lies he continued to spew. You ever notice Donald Trump's teeth look like rat teeth? Let me show you what I'm talking about.
On television, he says Trump.
Look how he hold his mouth. Look at his teeth.
And a lot of people have been so the line.
He's like a squirrel and a mixture of a rat.
I stop crime. So a lot of people say, if that's the case, I'd rather.
He's hiding his hands. He's hiding his cankles, sitting behind that desk.
Then he goes on television. He says Trump is a dictator. He's a dictator.
Yes, you are with your ugly self.
So the line is that I'm a dictator, but I stop crime.
No, he doesn't. He is the criminal.
But I'm not a dictator. I just know how to stop crime. But then he goes on television and says...
Okay, stopping crime is making the National Guard get out there and pick up paper. He said he brought the National Guard in to police. But the National Guard is there picking up trash, Donnie. Which one is it? But you're old and senile, so you don't even know what you're doing. And you can't remember SHIT because you're old, you're senile, and you're rotten. Your skin is bad. It doesn't age well. So it's like 10 times worse than a black person. Listen to your yuck mouth, rat teeth Donald Trump. Listen to him. We got more of his craziness. He's talking. Hit that like button.
I would have much more respect for Pritzker.
Look at his mouth like a rat.
I have a problem. Can you help me fix it? I would be so happy to do it. I don't love... Not that I don't have the right to do anything I want to do. I'm the president of the United States. If I think our country's in danger...
Hit that like button. Thank you.
No problem going in and solving, his difficulties.
He hasn't solved anything.
And say, would you do it? So I would have much more respect for Pritzker if he'd call me up and say, I have a problem. Can you help me fix it?
Presco doesn't need Donald Trump. Donald Trump needs Presco. Presco... he was a billionaire before Donnie. Donnie did not become a billionaire until he got in the office this term. With his schemes and conning, the Bitcoin, whatever you want to crypto, him and his wife, taken from the American people. We're going to listen to something that Don Lennon has to say. He's going to show us some things, okay?
Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No!
Elon has entered the building. I'm going to tell you what Elon has to say. Elon Musk says, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would have, hold on. He got a movie said, Dems would have control of the House and the Republicans would have been 51-49 in the Senate. He would not have gotten the Oval Office without Elon pulling drag queen stunts too. The MAGA Republican Party are a bunch of drag queens, bunch of DL men that get on Grindr out because they want some black eggplant. They want it more than I do, and I love it, baby. But let me tell you something. Donnie men in his cabinet, they like to put their mouth on eggplant. Eggplant is not a white man. Ping is a white man. Eggplant is the black man because it's huge. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that the white women sneak off and get when their husbands are not around. If they have a work husband, it is a black man. They getting that ding, ding, dong. A ding, 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 dong. Yeah. So this is embarrassing. Trump needs to be put in the nursing home. Melania, do your wifely duties and send him to the old folks' home. Uh-oh, it's on mute.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump is forcing our National Guard, our service members, to pick up trash outside of the White House in his effort to, quote unquote, make D.C. clean again. Yeah, I'm being serious. This is an image from right outside of the White House today. And you see these are 2 National Guard members in orange vests literally carrying trash bags and picking up trash in front of the White House. Members of the United States military did not sign up to pick up trash in front of the White House. They did not sign up to do this job. They signed up to defend our nation, to ensure that our nation can properly respond and support people after devastating disasters like Hurricane Katrina. But now Donald Trump has resorted these military members to picking up trash outside of the White House and likely across D.C. This is not going to be a one-time picture. This is not going to be a one-time event. This is going to be a systematic effort at turning members of the military into people who pick up trash for a living.
If that ain't pulling some Hitler stuff, Donnie is Hitler 2.0. So Trump continues to lie to the American people. And this is coming from a white queen. She's going to tell you about it, honey. Trump never ended anything. He claimed he ended 7 wars. He lies and lies and lies.
So recently, Donald Trump claimed that he solved 6 wars. Now, normally when Trump says something really out there, we just discount it. But then the next day, he said he ended 7 wars personally, and that he should get the Nobel Peace Prize for doing so. So I thought I'd give you a quick assessment and my time in international relations and international security on all of these wars that he says that he solved. Okay, first one, Armenia and Azerbaijan. The fighting there has been going on since the 1980s. Trump made an economic deal involving a transit route, not a peace deal. Yes, it's a step in the right direction, but the conflict there is not solved. Number 2, Congo and Rwanda. The war has been going on for 30 years. It's killed millions of people. The country of Qatar did most of the work on the negotiations here. And again, the deal with the U.S. part of it is it's a mineral deal to tap into the resources there. And the problem is that the fighting continues in that area. 140 people were killed in July. So no, that's not solved. Number 3, India and Pakistan. There was a terrorist attack in the spring that killed 26 civilians, ramped up tensions between those 2 nuclear-powered, capable powers. What did Trump do there? Pretty much nothing. India denied any role for the U.S. in negotiations to end the fighting there. They said they worked directly with Pakistan. Pakistan wanted to give some credit to Trump so that their tariff rate could be relaxed. And sure enough, at a tariff rate of only 19%, Pakistan said that they would nominate Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. India has had no such kiss-assery of Donald Trump, and their tariffs remain high at 50%. So, no, he didn't solve that either. Number 4, Israel and Iran. What did Trump do? Well, he ordered B-2 airstrikes on 3 of Iran's nuclear facilities, as well as intelligence sharing and military aid to Israel. And then Trump claims that he stopped the war between those 2 countries. But, you know, we know that Iran may still have nuclear material, nuclear capability. There's wide disagreement whether those facilities that we bombed
Come
were
on, I
actually
need
destroyed.
more
And
likes,
Iran now
y'all.
appears to be even more emboldened. So the jury's still probably out on that one. Number 5, Cambodia and Thailand. Now, the fighting there had killed about 40 people to date this summer. And Trump said that he told the leaders of Thailand and Cambodia that he would stop trade talks with them unless they agreed to a ceasefire. And you know what? They did. So that's good. However, the underlying issues haven't been solved, but I guess you could claim that he brokered a ceasefire here. Number 6, Egypt and Ethiopia. Not a military conflict. It's a diplomatic dispute over their hydroelectric dam in that area. What did Trump do here? Nothing. Nothing. He did nothing. So there you have it. Number of wars actually solved by Trump, 0. Number of ceasefires Trump could claim as being a part of, 1, maybe 2. That's my... So recently, Donald Trump claimed that he solved...
It is so sad that MAGA looks up to a man that lies that he's stopped 7 wars. It never happened, MAGA. You look up to a man that's a compulsive liar. He's never accomplished anything. And if he have, he conned his way into it. He either had somebody to rig him into it. He's like Satan, steal, kill, and destroy. He's the Antichrist, in my opinion. So Trump hates black people. In my opinion, everyone he is targeting is black. Westmore never lied about Trump. Never lied, but Trump lies 24/7, in my opinion. Take a listen. Trump lied that Westmore said he's the best president ever. It never happened. That black man never said that. Black people can spot a racist so far in a whole nother country. We can see you far away. Donald Trump living the biggest plantation ever. And he has the black National Guard men out there picking up trash. Get thee away, Satan.
Donald Trump is trying to spread a rumor about Maryland Governor Wes Moore, and we are going to get ahead of it. Here's why. Trump today posted this. Did Governor Wes Moore lie about receiving a Bronze Star?
He never lied.
MAGA will take this old story that's lacking
Listen
in nuance
carefully,
and begin
y'all.
to spread it around the internet. So let's get ahead of it. Governor Wes Moore served in Afghanistan as an officer in the 82nd Airborne Division. Nearly 20 years ago, his superior officers recommended him for the Bronze Star for his service in combat. Moore was 27 years old at the time. When Donald Trump was 27 years old, he was being sued by the U.S. Department of Justice for housing discrimination against black people in New York City, but that's neither here nor there. Wes Moore was told by his commander, Lieutenant General Mike Fenzel, that the medal had been approved. Based on this information, Moore listed the Bronze Star on an application for a White House fellowship at the direction of his commanding officer who helped him fill out said application. As Governor Moore said when he addressed this last year in an open letter, quote, "In the military, there is an understanding that if a senior officer tells you that an action is approved, you can trust that as a fact. That is why it was part of the application, plain and simple," end quote. What happened next was honestly out of his control. A clerical error resulted in the award paperwork not being filed, and Wes Moore didn't receive the Bronze Star that he was promised. But by the time he returned home from deployment, he was focused on his career. Wes Moore began working at the White House and moved on because unlike Donald Trump, who is begging somebody, anybody, to give him a Nobel Peace Prize, and at this point, please just give it to him, Wes Moore said that serving his country was the honor, not an award. It wasn't until 2024 when the New York Times investigated this controversy that a former captain learned of their mistake, that Moore had never received the award he earned. They immediately corrected this, and Wes Moore was privately presented the Bronze Star he was promised 20 years later. Fenzel said he was honored to, quote, "right this wrong." But Donald Trump, the draft dodger, won't tell you the full story. Donald Trump is trying to spread a rumor about Maryland Governor.
How do rumors get started? Get started by the jealous people. And Donald Trump is jealous of the black man. He would never age like fine wine, like the black man's skin. The black man is not rotting from the inside. The black man is highly educated. He actually went in the military. He didn't lie and say he had bone spurs because his father had great connections to say he has bone spurs. The black man outdoes Donald Trump. I don't care if he sit behind that desk hiding his cankles and his hands that are rotting every day because both of his hands are rotting now. He's the orange that's rotting all the other fruit. Kick him out. Throw it away.
Donald Trump is the physical embodiment of all of America's sins.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Right? He's sloppy. He's unkempt. Everything about him is false. His hair is a pretense of non-baldness. He's old, but his followers try to pretend that he looks like Superman. He's a terrible businessman and a failure who gets to fake success because he's white, so banks keep lending him money even when he's failing. His father scoops money out of his siblings' inheritance to give him when he fails. He's a fuck up, but he's able to be a success because white America keeps saying, no, that guy is what success looks like. He's only a success on that TV show because when he was at his brokest, he gets hired to be on The Apprentice. His boardroom couldn't even be used on The Apprentice, and I found this out in my first my Trump book because it was so shoddy and unkempt. I went in Trump Tower in the 80s. It was tacky and sad. His marriage is a fraud. Melania clearly won't even touch him. The last time she let him touch her, they had Barron. Clear that he ain't touching her now. He doesn't believe in marriage. He doesn't have morality. He got 3 baby mamas, 5 children. Everything about him is a lie. He's not a Christian, but Christians love him. But he embodies the greed, the shamelessness, the lasciviousness of capitalism. Donald Trump is the physical embodiment of all of America's sins.
So I'm going to read something to you that Jasmine Crockett stated on her Instagram, okay? Jasmine Crockett says, for the first time in 111 years, a president is planning to fire sitting federal government. And of course, it's the first black woman, Lisa Cook. Trump's message is clear. When black women rise, he'll do anything to push them down. Newsflash, we're not going anywhere, Donnie. Sit your wrinkled, old, rotten ass down, Donnie. You smell. Go away. You're rotting from the core. It's coming out all over your body. Next, you're going to have shingles and everything all over you because you're a rotten person. You're from the gates of hell. You the Antichrist, Donnie. So I'm going to show y'all something, then I'm going to read it to you. This is Lisa Cook. She hasn't done anything to be fired, so he can't fire her. She's fighting back. Federal Reserve Governor stands up to Trump after he claimed to fire her on baseless claims. So this is what she has to say to the rotten orange. Donald Trump purported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law, and he has no authority to do so. I will resign. She said, I will not resign. I apologize. I will continue to carry out my duties to help the American economy as I have been doing since 2022. Signed, Lisa Cook. Get away, Satan. Get thee away. Don't even get up under my feet. I would like to stomp you, yes, but don't even get up under my feet. Get thee away. Just go jump in a casket and throw dirt on yourself, Satan. And this is what Donald Trump signed. He can't fire her. Go away, Satan. Go ahead and throw yourself in the casket, close it, and throw dirt on yourself, and get over there in Mar-a-Lago where you put your first wife, and let the grass grow all on top and look raggedy the way you look. So we're going to listen to her right quick. We're going to listen to Lisa, okay?
Trump is purporting to have fired a member of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. Her name is Lisa Cook. She's been a Fed governor since 2022. She's the first black woman to serve on the Fed board in its 111-year history. And in that entire 111-year history, no member of the Fed's board has ever been fired by any president. And that's not because presidents haven't wanted to do it. It's because a president is not legally allowed to fire members of the Fed board just because he feels like it.
Her.
The Federal Reserve Board is an independent body charged with
hit
setting
the like
monetary
button,
policy
please. Hit
for
the
the
like
United
button.
States. It was created to be independent precisely so presidents could not monkey around with stuff like interest rates. Trump has been threatening for months to fire the head of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, because
if you don't agree with him and be loyal to his lies, he would try to fire you.
Even though the American economy is totally awesome and the hottest it's ever been, somehow also Jerome Powell is responsible for how terrible the economy is.
No, Trump is responsible with his tariffs.
In recent days, Trump has turned his ire toward Powell's colleague, Lisa Cook, claiming that his administration has uncovered some kind of evidence that she committed mortgage fraud. Ms. Cook has not been charged with any wrongdoing. She has certainly not been convicted of anything. But tonight, in a letter to Lisa Cook that he posted online, Trump says
she's not afraid of you, Trump. I'm not afraid of you.
Of the unproven fraud accusations his administration has produced against her. We have no evidence that Trump's accusations are true. But even if President Trump, harbors doubts about her rectitude or whatever, it's not at all clear that he has the legal authority to fire her on that basis. Like I said, no president has
Come on, give me 3 more likes, everybody. Come on, hit the like button.
Has announced that he intends to do or is proclaiming himself to have done so tonight. President Trump is purporting to have fired a member of...
He can't fire her. The rotten orange cannot fire that beautiful black woman. The one that has a high IQ. Donnie is low IQ. Everything about him is low and fat and obese. Donnie. So this is a comparison. This video, I guess you may say, is AI. So It's more of a cartoon depiction of Trump doing a comparison to Jim Jones. This is for you, MAGA. Yeah. Wake up.
Kids, let's talk about cult leaders. This is Jim Jones. He grew up with an absent, distant mother and an racist father. This is Donald Trump. He grew up with an absent, distant mother and an overbearing, racist father. This is Jim Jones. Deprived of parental love, he became a malignant narcissist, obsessed with attention and validation. This is Donald Trump. Deprived of parental love, he became a malignant narcissist, obsessed with attention and validation. Both men held massive rallies where they were the center of attention. Both men are violently domineering, using fear and anger to control underlings, creating in them a cult of personality. Both men demand total loyalty. Law, morality, family, ethics, love, all come second to the rule of the leader. Both men pretended to be outsiders, taking on a corrupt system, claiming again and again that they are the only person who can save you. Both men attacked the media as biased if they weren't praised. Both men cut their followers off from outside voices, creating an echo chamber that only ever praised them. Both men favor emotional impact over the truth, repeating proven falsehoods in favor of rhetorical showmanship. To both men, the truth didn't matter so long as it felt true. Both men have zero tolerance for dissent and force loyalty tests on their followers and claim anyone who leaves is a traitor. Both men depict themselves as religious saviors, divinely selected by, or even being, God. Jones outright claiming to be God, and Trump calling himself the chosen one and said he should be the Pope. Both men controlled their followers, siphoning off their finances and exploiting them sexually. Jones forced himself on his followers constantly, and Donald Trump has repeatedly claimed that the women he abuses find it sexy. This is Jim Jones. When he reached the end of his rope, he forced his followers to commit suicide. This is Donald Trump, and we all know where this is heading. Hey kids, let's talk about cult leaders. This
AI, a depiction of Donald Trump as a cartoon, and I loved it. I hope that MAGA takes something from that and learn a valuable lesson, because they are in a cult. Wake up before you be Jim Jones. He already talked you into being a J6er, what you did at the Capitol. I'm sure he can talk you into taking the Kool-Aid, the red Kool-Aid. There's nothing he can't talk you into doing because you're slow, special needs, special ed. You rode the short bus. One moment, please. Hit the like button. I need 3 more likes. Come on.
Race is so incompetent. Every time a genetic mutation speaks, he's given a treat to protect the image of the truth, which usually is a political position or even down to their entry level, the police force, which is a role that demands a lack of intelligence. So maybe the question isn't just, why are you incompetent? But now I wonder, is incompetence your only inheritance? You love to scream about DNA. But let's examine yours. The racist family tree is commonly a wreath with centuries of inbreeding, a deep historical cowardice of hiding behind systems, instinctually born a black belt and using these systems to avoid facing struggle directly, a rabid stronghold on avoiding the fact that you're inferior. I mean, racism itself is proof of a defective gene pool, the inability to adapt, to learn, and to evolve. Wah wah, too bad, so sad. Help me, I'm inferior. It appears that your hoax of supremacy is just a biological malfunction. Because genetically and physically, nothing is superior about racist Americans. Black Americans, the people you fear and obsess over, they carry 9 ether DNA, cosmic coding that coils with resilience, rhythm, and intelligence that you can't rob. Clearly, there are even studies and traditions pointing to a 12-strand DNA, a genetic expansiveness that unlocks frequencies of memory and survival that you can't even imagine. That's why you copy everything and invent nothing. That's why Black American laughter outlives your laws and your violence. That's why no matter what racists attempt to do to harm the original people of this land, Black Indigenous Americans will still create life, culture, music, philosophy, and our futures. So let's start from the top. Tell me again, is the incompetence structural or is it just in your DNA?
Why are racists so incompetent? Every time a genetic mutation speaks, he's given a treat to protect the image of the truth, which usually is a political position, or even down to their entry level, the police force, which is a role that demands a lack of intelligence.
Low IQ, bad genes, leads to racist people, white supremacy, J6ers, Proud Boys, the KKK. They are all low IQ. The ones that they hate are highly educated, high IQ, good genes. Look at my skin at 51, no Botox, no fillers, nothing, just God. Good genes. You take a very, very dark-skinned black person, they have the best skin. Tight. They can be my age and look younger than me because their skin is healthy. So much melanin in it. So the next time you judge somebody that has darker skin than you, remember, their skin is more precious than yours. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You're not the darker. You don't even have the Eve gene. Your cause have no power. Black hair has power. Jesus Christ had wool hair like our people. He had skin like my people. Jesus Christ is a black man. Don't cry. Dry your eyes. One moment, please. I'm going to show y'all this and we're going to get out of here.
Donald Trump says he's sending the National Guard to New York. Well, Trump, New York has a message for you. The time has come for the fall of the Trump fascist regime. On November 5th, we descend on Washington, D.C., millions strong, in the largest nonviolent protests in U.S. history. We'll surround the White House, we will surround the Capitol, and we will stay until the regime is gone. New Yorkers, this is on us. Philly, Jersey, Connecticut, this is your call too. Everyone within reach of D.C., this is the time to move. Because we care about our neighbors. We love that we have people here from all over the world. And you know what, Trump? New York hates you.
Amen.
This is a city, a region, a country of fighters. We've marched for Black Lives Matter. We've marched for Gaza. We filled the streets in our millions. And I'm calling on you, from supporters of Zohran Mamdani, those who stood for Gaza, everyone who knows what it means to fight for justice. This is your call. Trump has threatened Mamdani, and he's threatened officials in blue cities who dare to fight for us, for immigrants, for justice, for dignity. And a threat to one of us is a threat to all of us. Voting will not be enough. Trump and his fascist allies are already undermining elections, rigging maps, intimidating voters, preparing to ignore results. Fascism doesn't play by the rules of democracy. Defeating it takes millions, organizing, rising, refusing to comply. November 5th, New York, Philly, Connecticut, across the country, let's rise. Fascism
Let's rise.
is upon us now. Humanity's only hope is for the decent people of this country to rise in our millions. We cannot wait for future and rigged elections. We must drive the Trump fascist regime from power. And if we don't, what will we become? We will lose our humanity. Beginning November 5th, the one-year anniversary of Trump's election, flood D.C. in non-violent protests. Don't stop until Trump is removed. Go to refusefascism.org and spread the word. Donald Trump says
Americans, don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. We're going to take our country back. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. Take our country back from the fascist crime mob in the White House. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. Take our country back. I'm black and I'm proud. I love brown people. I love white people, but you ain't going to work on us like we're nothing. We refuse to let you abuse us. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Get rid of the fascists in America. Donald Trump got to go. If God don't take him, I don't care what y'all do to him. Because what's going to happen? It ain't going to be a black person. It ain't going to be a brown person. It's going to be a white person to take him out if he don't get up out of there on his own. God take him. Black people ain't got to do nothing to Donald Trump. Brown people ain't got to do nothing to Donald Trump because his own people hate him. Don't stop, get it, get him out of that White House. Don't stop, get it, don't stop, get it. Hey, I love y'all. We're going to be getting out of here. I'm praying for miracles to happen. I'm praying that we get our country back. I love y'all. God bless y'all, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Bye.